Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hi, hello everyone. How are you doing today? That you're doing good. It's Monday morning. And that can either be good or it could be Monday morning. Whatever you make of it. Hello, Griff, Allie. Hi, Iron. How you doing?
Initiating transform process, baby.
Sai, always kicking in that door. Spin that wheel. Hi, Sai. How you doing? Pinky, good luck. Focus on your physics test. I appreciate the lurk. Do what you need to do, though. I know a lot of people don't look forward to a Monday morning because it's the beginning of their work week or school. But for me, my work week starts on a Sunday. So that day is already come and gone. And I get to look forward to Mondays with streaming for all of you. And now with Monday Morning Mumbles, I really look forward to these days. It's great. I love it. All good, got chipped, and am tired. Sai, congratulations. Not about the tired part, but getting chipped. Hope that you're all doing good. Oh, I know I am. Although, I take that back. I mean, I'm good, but not but 40 minutes ago, probably more than that, maybe 50. So I was doing final touch-ups for the stream today, and the power went out in my friend's house. Just went dead. So didn't have power for a couple minutes. I'm just thinking, okay. Power came back. Turned my PC back on, and some functions didn't work. Hey, awesome, how you doing? Welcome. Good morning. You're here for the ensuing chaos. With Squid, that might happen. Your favorite late night show is on. So I turned my PC back on and was trying to get things back up and running, but there were some functions that weren't working. Like I would click on something and nothing would happen. So clearly the PC didn't like having it shut down with the loss of power to the house. So turned it off properly and then brought it back up. Everything worked fine, except it didn't have internet. So I had to troubleshoot that too. Went out, looked at the router, it's dead, but of course everything else that's within that same circuit on that same breaker were also dead. So had to go out to the panel, look at that, found a breaker that was tripped, although the thing is that wasn't the correct labeled breaker. But anyways, fully tripped it, well, not fully tripped it, but fully shut it off and then turned it back on and had power back. So I just need to tell my friends, hey, your one breaker, that's not labeled properly. Yeah, that's right. It's right there. The Sauce Monkey and Jalula. Yep. Been back there the whole entire time. Love my little Sauce Monkey. The guy who has RP on his stream has Sauce Monkey plush. Go figure. Who's to say that RP didn't come out of a conversation with Goose on a stream one night about Face Jam and how we love Sauce Monkey so much that who knows? Who knows if that's the way that RP was actually born? No one will ever know. No one. Moving forward. Today we have a wonderful person who has a severe case of FOMO and just wants to be a part of everything. If he sees somebody in voice chat and he wants to know what's going on. And probably one of the horniest people I know that's not in the Navy. So let's welcome in Squid. Is it all right, all of you have FOMO. All of you've been locked up for too long, all right? Why are you describing me? You've all been locked up for too long. All right. All right. And I know it's been a long time. It's been a very, very long pandemic and shutdown and everything. I'm sorry. But please, let's welcome in Squid. How you doing, Squid?
So men, hot men.
Always with the hot men every time.
I was planning that intro for so long. I was like, what am I going to say? I know what I'm going to say.
I never had a doubt about that in a moment.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I got all pretty up for you people, so this is worth it. I put a button up. I put my contacts in.
Oh. I see a person. Yes, that is a person. Squid is a person we have come to find.
The gasp.
Better intro than I had? What? What? Now real lurk. Squid, you're great.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Sorry.
Oh, you got a stream. You got a delay on your stream. Got it, Allie. No problem. So, Squid, what are you doing? What's going on? What are you doing with your life?
Wow.
You just the semester just ended for you. So
Yep. A couple weeks ago.
Nice.
I am a television production and broadcasting major.
Okay.
I do photography as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And that's honestly, watching RT is what kind of pushed me into it. And then I originally started out as a computer science major in community college and took a couple classes and like, no, absolutely not. And I'm like, all right. So I already liked tech. I already liked photography. I'm like, well, that combines the two. And then like watching RT and broadcast, I'm like, all right, that cements it. I'm going to switch my major to that.
Okay.
And so I did.
Good. Yeah, I dabble in a lot of things. I think because of the Navy and what I did there, we were my rate as a non-nuclear mechanic on board a submarine, we were known as a jack of all trades. So we knew a little bit of everything, but not like what was it? The full thing is jack of all trades, master of none. So I just yeah, thanks, Squid. So so I just kind of kept going with that of, okay, I want to learn about everything. And so I do photography. I've got a little mini studio in my actual office. So I do portraits of my family, of like my kids specifically. I do, and I do some videography as well. I've done some videos like with my wife and trying to get a message out about inflammatory breast cancer and things like that, or just making silly videos with my kids and for like anniversary or birthday stuff for my wife. So
Yeah, I have actually prepared a small sampling.
oh, have you?
Yeah, I have.
You did mention that you had things planned.
Oh yes. Let's see if this works right. And go to this folder.
Awesome. Could have been a Pokemon Snap Major.
Alright, we're going to that one. Hopefully this works. All right, see there works. All right, this is a for all you people outside of Missouri. This is a elk.
Yep. That's
And
actually
no,
really good.
I did not get this close. I was in my car. I have a 300 like zoom lens that I put on my camera.
Okay. So it's a
Okay.
it's a 300 millimeter, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Some more. I got this. A goose. It's a goose.
It
It's
is a
honk,
goose. Honk.
Actually, these geese in this park will probably be like just walking up and be like, food, give me now, because people used to feed them bread all the time.
I don't think you're supposed to feed them bread, right? Doesn't it expand too much in their stomachs?
Yeah, if you feed them just the crust, it wasn't as bad.
I mean, I'd feed them, but that's just to plump them up so I could eat them. Oh God, did you?
This is a pelican I took when I went down to the dreaded spring break Florida trip.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, same place. It was a dreaded spring break because that was the first time I decided to go anywhere for spring break in 2019. And then, COVID hit and lockdown started. And then we had to leave early.
Why is that? Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Yeah, this year hit a little bit different. Not sure why though.
Of course, the one time I decided to go someplace. I should have known.
Quick, Squid's doing something. Ruin it.
This is we had to take a boat. I don't remember the island name, but it was an island off the coast.
Okay.
It was gorgeous. Ugh. They had a little old lighthouse.
Ooh, that's actually a cool lighthouse.
My father for scale. This is in the Smokies. No. Rockies? No, Tennessee.
Two different areas.
Eh.
Interesting. What is that building supposed to be?
It was a water wheel.
Okay. That's actually cool. Okay, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I gotta zoom out.
I see it now.
An old barn. I took it in black and white because my mom has this thing for black and white barns.
Hey, that's cool. It also makes old barns look super creepy.
Yeah, that was kind of the point. I'm like, how creepy can I get with the? So I slanted it, and I'm like, all right, that works. This was at a park where we stopped for lunch.
That's a cool little area.
Angle. Yeah. My sister's dog. His dog.
That's just I found a dog.
Oh no, it's my sister's dog. But I got
your
him.
sister's dog. I
Yeah,
thought it was
but I
some
got him
random dog.
Yeah, no, I'm not that creepy yet. But I looked over at him and he started stretching. I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Another shot. This is a close-up of a bonfire.
Ooh, nice.
Isn't that like warm and inviting to touch it?
Nope, don't touch though. No touch. No touch.
No touch. No touch. Flowers. This is in Tennessee still. It was the first time I managed to pull off a focus pull that was decently like that.
Nice. I like that.
More flowers. And this is in Crater Lake. I loved it. It's beautiful.
I think that's somewhere where my wife wants to go at some point. I think
It's
she used
gorgeous.
to visit there a lot with her family.
Mm-hmm. It was lovely. I love like the water is so blue, and you can like here you can see the clear difference.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just realized chat's gone.
Yes, chat is a thing.
Why? Sorry, that. Listen, you know, don't ask questions, Autumn. You don't want answers to. Oh, that's the end of the slideshow. That's not the one angle I use. I don't know where that other angle I have one is, but whatever.
Okay.
But, you know. But yeah, I have my camera bag next to me, and I can show off the camera. I use a Nikon D5500.
Okay. That was going to be my next question of what kind of camera do you use?
Yep.
It's
funny because my dad got the camera first, the same camera, because he bought it, they had like a deal going on where you buy it and it came with a lens, and it was super cheap and it was a great deal. And then I at the time had another Nikon that was like a fancier version of a point and shoot, but it was still like fully automatic.
Okay.
So I stole his camera one day when we were on a vacation and used it more than he did. And then like my mom was like, "Do you kind of want one?" I'm like, "Yeah." So we bought me the same camera, which works great considering if I'm out somewhere and my battery dies and he's not using it, I'm like, I'm just gonna take your battery.
Yeah, you can easily steal a battery.
Or lenses because they're both work.
I've always been with Canon, and there came a time where I was finally ready to upgrade. Because I used to use a Canon T2i. No, it was a T3i. And I was like, you know what? This has done me well, but I need to have a little bit more. Like I need something with a better processor, and I need something with better overall. And originally I was thinking, you know what? I think I'm going to switch over to Nikon. But when I went to go test everything out, like the feel of a Nikon was just so foreign to me, and it felt weird of where the button placement was of everything.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get comfortable with it as much as I tried.
My cousin uses a Sony, and she's like, sometimes, can you take a picture real quick? And I'll pick that up. I'm like, God, this feels so foreign.
Mm-hmm.
So foreign. So many more
So
buttons.
yeah. Go ahead.
I just looked at my phone and saw you just now followed me back on Twitter because it just popped up on my phone. That's why I was like, wait, what?
I thought I had done that already, but apparently it gave me an option like, hey, you should follow these people. I thought I did that already.
I'm exposing him live chat. Yep.
Yeah, I tried playing around with a Nikon, but I'm just like, I can't get used to it. And if I'm not used to it, like in this moment right now, I don't want to take the time when I'm actually wanting to take a photo and be fidgeting around going, damn it, which button was that? Where is it on here?
Yeah, I still feel like that never goes away because I still do that. I'm like, where's the button? God dang it, where is it?
No, I've gotten so comfortable with Canon now that I don't have to worry about it. I know exactly where everything is, and I don't have to look. So now I have, what do I have? A 77D. That's what I went with. Yes, laugh. There you go.
It was funny because I saw Sai say, hi. I'm like, does he know I'm going to say something?
Mm-hmm. So,
and I have this 70 to 300 millimeter lens. I call it my stalker lens because I can zoom in. I like people watching, so I can use it to like zoom in as like basically a binocular to look at things.
Right.
And well, you know, men exist. So I just use the guise of I'm taking pictures of that pretty tree that man is standing in front of. Hold on, let me just zoom in very far away. Yep, that tree is really pretty.
that tree, I like how it's holding up that man right there.
Yeah. Look, there's a man in the picture. I didn't know that.
Oh, I couldn't tell. I need to invest in a better zoom lens as well. It's the one that I have. I don't remember what the hell one I have. I think it's a 55 to probably to a 300. And it's all right, but it's the more like standard introductory one that Canon has. And so I've been slowly kind of upgrading my lenses to be a little bit better.
Yeah.
If your camera lens doesn't require its own little stand for it, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I don't think that'll fit my. I need to upgrade or get more camera lenses, but unfortunately, I don't think my bag has room. I love this bag because it's a sling. I don't like backpacks; they just feel weird on me. But I love messenger bags, so I found this one on Amazon. It's nice because it's compact, but I can fit a lot of crap in it. Like I have my cord, my charger, a notebook, battery pack, a knife, hand sanitizer, my microphone, because I sometimes use this for projects, so I bought like a little external mic, shotgun mic to plug in.
Yeah, I've got all those things for my camera, because like I said, I did video with it as well. Which is funny because for here I do the 60 frames per second, but for anything that I shot, I turned that shit down. I went down to like film grade 24 frames per second, and that's just a preference for me for how that looks. There's just something about getting that all those frames. It just doesn't feel natural to me. Like in this setting, I like it. It looks good, but for things that I'm watching, I much prefer having it turned down to 24 frames.
Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of fiddle around until it looks right to me, and then I take the picture.
So.
But I shoot nature. I don't like taking pictures of people because people annoy me. People annoy me, and like, you know what? I'm just not going to deal with this. Nature doesn't talk back or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Awesome. Yeah, doing the 1080p at 24. Yeah. I enjoy that far more than having to deal with even going up to 30. It's not even my preference. I'm much having it at that lower frame. And of course, doing something like that, then you're going into color correction and just editing in general, and that was a whole endeavor. And that goes back to like that whole jack of all trades, master of none. Like I know all of this little bits of information in order to kind of get by and do all of these things. So
yeah, I should edit my photos. I really don't. I just kind of.
I noticed that. Like, oh, that area is blown out. If you would turn down the saturation a little bit or turn down the gain, it would have been fine.
Yeah, those are from before I started taking like before like I'm self-taught. I never until like this semester I never took any camera courses. But I did like took a camera and light course this semester, so I know a little bit more now. And those are like from before. So now I can do it better.
Okay. Yeah, that's all me, because I never took college. I just learned everything on my own. Like, how do I do this? And YouTube? Ooh, that's how you do that. Great. And how do I do this? Oh, that's how you do that. Got it. All right.
Yeah, I learned a little bit from my father because he's always been into photography, like as long as I can remember, because he's always had cameras and old ones. Like they still actually I can read it. My parents still have their old Polaroid.
Oh. No, awesome. Not that. Yep, I remember that thing.
Yep. And I actually went and bought film for it, so it's got film in it.
Nice.
But I'm not quite familiar how to balance it quite yet because it's ancient as old as dirt. And it's got like 3 buttons on it, maybe.
Yeah, they didn't require a whole lot. That was point and shoot. That's it.
balance it. Yeah, how to not make it look blown out. Awesome.
There's no such thing with Polaroid. with one of those. You just take the picture and that's it.
I don't know. It's got these little arrows on it.
Yeah, those. It's just out of frame.
Nope.
Nope. There you go. Yeah, that's for like barely any sort of balance to it. It doesn't do a whole lot. You just take the picture and that's it.
Listen, I've used this thing like once. What do you want from me? I don't even think I was born when this thing was made yet.
No. You were not. Take a picture of us. Yeah, take a picture of chat.
I think it's the red button.
What do I do? What? That actually does nothing.
You know what? No. I don't even think
it didn't flash, so.
Well, we'll just give that a few minutes to develop.
That's right.
7.
Squid, this week, it's your birthday.
Oh, yes.
How young are you turning?
I will be turning the grand old age of 23.
The grand old age of 23.
It is bluish gray. Awesome.
23. Ugh. That was so long ago for me. I don't remember turning 23. That's how long ago that was.
Oof.
That is over a decade for me.
Oh no. Also, my knees do. They both. Simultaneously. It sounds like gunshots when I kneel down.
Ow.
I may look young, but I have the body of like an 85-year-old.
Man, that's true for you. So, how many more years of college do you have? What do you got left?
Well, planning all this right, next year will be my last year.
Okay.
Which, yay! And then it's in the real world, and I can't hide behind school and structure. Ooh.
Got to start looking for that, for those internships and everything, and start just putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Which is really shitty for broadcasting, for any internship, because they expect you to do a lot of this work, and like, but can I get paid? What? No. Why would we do that? Which is asinine to me. That's a dumb concept.
Yeah. I know my parents are a little bit behind Squid. I've actually never had a job because during school year, just because the way I am with like studying and stuff and just my brain, it's a lot. And they're always like, well, when you're looking for a job, I'm like, yeah, I know, but like I push myself during the school year, and then summer's like my break. I know in the real world, I don't get breaks and all that, but still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Time to recharge.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, I love the It Gets Better campaign advertisements that exist, but that for leaving high school or leaving college, it's like no, for a moment it gets worse because it really didn't prepare you for shit. like, oh yeah, you did all of these years of education and now you have no experience, so you're useless. Because a lot of jobs out there will be, hey, you need this type of degree and you need 10 years of experience. Well, huh? What? How could I have done that?
The great thing about me is I also know how like to edit video and all that, because it's like all like my program at my school is all encompassing. They set you like you can specialize in something, but it's set up so you can like generalize in everything.
Okay.
So like if I need to, I can freelance as like a video editor or a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
For a few years to get a footing, to get like a footing.
That's good. I'm happy that they at least give you that to make you more rounded, to make sure that hey, you can do something. So if a job says, hey, do you know how to do this? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I don't want to ever direct. I hate directing. Ugh. Just put me behind the camera, tell me what to do, but don't make me be in charge of telling people what to do. I'm like, nope, please don't. Is that a euphemism, Sai?
No, that's an actual tool.
That reminds me, I need to grab my bathroom sink.
Actually, the proper way to really do it wouldn't be to really snake it down the in the sink itself. It would be going underneath it and taking apart the actual piping and cleaning up that area. It's usually the clog happens within the Ubend. And see, I'm losing you in this conversation because these are things that you don't understand, and it's things
I
that
know what
I have
it
no.
is, but that's just a lot of work, and I have a father who knows more. We can.
All right, well that's good.
Dad, the sink's draining slow. That's the one thing. It's
You bend.
great.
I don't bend for free. I make the bend.
I bend, but for a price. I'm not cheap. I'm not some dime store hooker. I'm a classy broad. The gentleman club type.
Awesome. You did not do that. You have no sword.
A sword?
No sword.
You get Jersey all of a sudden?
You have no S word.
What? Wow. Wow. You say that, but I also don't curse, so.
Yeah, you say other things.
Yeah, but I can pretty much make an innuendo, but good enough to fly over youth heads.
This channel is rated for mature audiences anyways. Just because of my own actions. Like, no, I'm gonna swear. I may tone it down, but there'll be times that it's just gonna happen. Yeah, and RP's rants. I mean, they get hit a lot with that bleep. They get censored a lot. Thinking exactly. Imagine swearing.
Who?
George Carlin. Oh God. Okay.
Hold on. Let me just pop up Google here.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. I'm with you on that. George Carlin was a comedian. Fantastic one too.
I take it he's dead.
Yep.
Oh, yep. 2008. Oh wow.
Yep.
2008. I was in.
Oh God.
5th grade.
Here we go. Oh, Pinky. Oh.
Oh God, that makes me. Oh no, that backfired on me. Oh, Pinky, no. Can we get a timeout for Pinky?
No.
No.
No. If anybody, I'm gonna time you out. Oh God. 2008. I was already on my second Westpac across the country on a submarine. Well, not across the country, but across the world. Pinky, it was born in 2003. Oh God. Welcome to the Jay Feels Old part of the podcast.
Although I can't say much because I remember my nephews being born in 2010, 11. And he's 10 already.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh God. You're double digits already.
I think it was a few years ago now, but I remember my mom telling me like, "Oh yeah, do you remember your cousin's kid?" I go, yeah, I remember him. Tiny little guy. He's not tiny, and he's graduating high school. The what? The hell? When the hell did that happen?
I will say I get that reaction too because for the longest time, like in my family and like immediate but also extended family, because we're like a tight knit group, like all of us pretty much live within like 15 minutes of each other because that's how. Welcome to the Midwest, Missouri.
Hey, yeah.
Like I have 2 aunts that live 45 and like 3 hours away, and that's it. But everyone else pretty much lives close. But for the longest time, I was the last one born until my nephews came along.
You were always the youngest. Got
Yeah, because fun fact about Squid, I was a whoopsie, and my mother had me at the age of 42.
Ah.
So it was funny because how the story goes is she went to the doctor's for a normal checkup,
Hmm.
and she was like, "Oh yeah," the doctor's like, "You have hives." And yeah, I don't know what that's about. And I'm like, "All right, let's run some tests." So he ran some tests, and he comes back in, and he goes, "Well, congratulations, you're pregnant." And she was like, "What? Excuse you? What now?"
Clearly, you have somebody else's test.
Yeah, yeah. And it was funny because she said the first thing she does when she got out of the doctor's appointment was she called my dad. I'm like, "All right, I'm pregnant. When are we scheduling this?" The snip snip. And I think that not next week he had it done because they were like, I don't know, maybe we should wait, maybe we shouldn't, and they were kind of sway, and they waited.
It'll
Not
be
after that.
fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. A 12-year difference between my oldest sister and me.
Hmm.
But you wouldn't really know it. Like, we're all really close.
Hmm.
Let's see. She's what? She was born in 85. She's what, 33? Yeah. Someone do the math. I'm gay. I can't do math.
that doesn't mean you can't do math because you're gay. There's plenty of gay people who can do math.
Oh, I'm not one of them.
You're just not
Sai, do the
you're
math.
just not good at it. That's all.
Yeah. Sai, do the math.
Yeah, exactly. Sai is gay and is a math major. Come on.
Yes, but can Sai drive well? No, all gay can either drive well, do math. I can't remember the third one. But there's three things a gay can't do, and it's drive well, do math, and I don't remember what the third one is. Ha! See, I drive super well.
No, my family used to be close. Like we all live within maybe 30 minutes of each other. And then my uncle moved away. He moved to Georgia. And then I joined the Navy, so I left. And then my older brother finally decided it was time for him to move on. And he moved to Georgia. And then my younger brother went to culinary school in Chicago, stayed there for a little bit, and then now he lives in Oregon. So he lives just south of me. So
Yeah,
we're all spread out now, because the three of us growing up in Texas, like we did love it there, but as soon as we started taking trips as a family to other states, we realized, there are other things out there that look better, that are more appealing, that things we want to do. And so we all scattered.
Yeah,
I mean, because for me, being in the Navy, I moved around every few years. So I went from Illinois to Connecticut to Washington State to Hawaii and then back to Washington State. And then I just stayed.
yeah,
Exactly. Awesome. There are horizons that aren't flat. What is this? What is this thing that's high up in the sky that's got a little pointy top? What is that thing called? What is that? It's a mountain. Oh, I've never seen one of those. Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think that they were real. I only saw them in pictures. It's Puzzle Mountain thing.
My sister had decided my sister's a nurse, and a few years ago they decided to
Welcome back,
move
Maham.
and to sell their house and to buy an RV and her work as a traveling nurse,
Mm-hmm.
and her homeschooling the kids, which, oof,
Yeah.
God bless my brother-in-law for dealing with those kids. They're lovely, but they're so rambunctious. But you thought she was going to commit like an act of war or something, because no one has ever like done that. We've always lived with it so close and
Mm-hmm.
always been there. But I swear, I thought war was going to break out and someone was going to be cut out of their will, and oof.
No,
But
I started that trend with, at least with my family, with my brothers and my mom and dad. It was me because I was done. I was done with Texas. I was like at least for a little bit. And then when I wound up in Washington, um, the second time, it was this is nice. There are areas that I can drive to and I can go on hikes and I have trees and mountains and anything. Like this is
right,
far better. And I have actual seasons. I get a summer, I get a fall, I get a winter, and I get a spring. Not summer, fall for a week, winter for like 3 weeks, spring for a week, and then summer again. I remember when my parents came to visit me in Washington. Uh, my mom had said we flew over. What's that mountain? Is it Mount Rainier? Yeah, that one. Like, okay. She goes and saw all the trees and everything. She goes, you're not coming back, are you? No, no, I'm not. I'm not coming back to Texas. And anytime I've ever gone back down to Texas, I'm just so disappointed. It's just flat, and especially where my family lives, it's just tons of concrete. That's all it is. Just highways and everything. There's nothing to it.
yeah. Where I live, like I don't live in St. I'm from Missouri, people, but I don't live in the city. I live like 45 minutes from it, but I live in the lovely area where it's. We- Also, my area is weird because like it's split up. Like I live in one area, but like you drive 5 minutes down the road, you're in another town,
Hmm.
and it's all just crammed together. But I live in the lovely area where it's trees, but it's also small little towns,
Hmm.
roads, highways. But you
Yeah.
see your variety people of jacked up good old boy trucks.
Oh God, I have that in this area that I live in currently. It's still
Yeah.
ridiculous, even though that none of them have ever grown up anywhere close to country. It's just like the hell. Hey, all right,
Yeah,
awesome. Have a good day. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that.
yeah,
Uh,
I'm in that weird area. Like some people consider me like I have a relative of my uncle's that lives in like Des Moines, Iowa, that is on a farm,
mhm.
apparently, like legit farm. But like he and I always hated this kid because he was a bully to me. But he was like, "Oh, you're from the city." I'm like, "Honey, no, I'm not from the city. If you saw where I actually live, I'm not on farm. Like literally, I can drive 5 minutes down the other way and hit field.
Mhm.
But to other people, I'm either from the city or I'm from the sticks.
Yeah.
No, I'm really kind of in between."
Yeah, that's it's so funny to me because I grew up in the Dallas area. So I had city and I had suburbs. No such thing as fields or anything like that because that's not a thing where I grew up. So it was always funny to me growing up so close to Dallas and seeing like actual gangs. And then when I leave and I go to an area that like people were trying to act hard and everything like that, like we got to watch out for these gangs. What fucking gang are you talking about? Like have there been any shootings or anything like that? Have we seen mass amounts of people die because of like some territory war? No. Fuck off. They don't know shit. Like I don't understand this. And then that was the same thing like for any like a lot of areas that I've lived in, like farm boys or who they consider themselves as rednecks. I'm like, I'm a redneck. Really? Really? Because the term for redneck really comes from being out in the sun and working and exposing your neck always. Like what work have you done? At what actual manual labor have you done in your life? Well,
Just because you have a Confederate flag on the back of your big old Ford means nothing.
like no. Just because you have like, and also that big ass truck. What do you haul with it? Why I don't. What the hell do you need it for?
know?
Are you compensating for something?
Oh yeah.
Are you? Because I mean, there's no other reason to have it.
Yeah.
But America,
happily-
I can.
Yeah.
Cool.
Doesn't mean you need it. I will happily zip by you in my Ford Fusion. Like, oh yeah. You wanna rev it, big boy? You wanna sound good? And I drive a sport model, so I can. It's got power. I can.
Yeah.
I'll zip past you and be like.
I
Get
still
alive.
like the people with the big ass trucks that like rev their engine at the stoplight, like boom, like cool.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to go to the gas station much sooner now because you did that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And the stickers are perfect that I see out here. I literally saw like a month ago one that said, oh god, I think I took a picture. Let me see if I can find it. It said something like dirt slut or something, or mud slut on the back of it. I'm like, what does that even mean? Really? You found that specific sticker and
Yeah,
decided,
exactly,
oh,
Halo. Yeah.
It was funny because I was also sitting at the stoplight. I saw another jacked up truck with a woman driving it, but it was painted. It was painted this weird like pink color, but it was kind of cool because it was one of those paint jobs where it changed color
Oh, okay.
from the angle you looked at. So like from pink to purple. I'm like, I don't generally like jacked up trucks, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah. That whole rolling coal, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Oh, here I have a picture of a orange Mustang, and it's like a GT, but it's got like it's been blacked out and it has like a giant spoiler on it that says, "On the bottom grill, lower than your girlfriend."
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm like, first of all, what does that even mean? Don't mind that. That's just the landline ringing.
I hear it. I hear the landline now. And there goes Squid. Up, nice back.
I just turned the ringer off.
Got it.
I'm just gonna shift. Again, I'm ancient. I have a corded phone.
You're
on my wall.
you're not ancient. Your parents are old enough to keep
Yeah.
a landline. You have nothing to do with that.
But it's kind of funny because people will be like, "You have a landline." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, most of the time they just assume like, because I also have like a cordless system, and I'm like, "Yeah, I've got a cordless system. I also have a wall kitchen phone." And they're like, "What?" Yeah. Like, my parents refuse to get rid of it because it's the only phone when the power goes out that still works.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, exactly, Halo. That's for Psy. That's what rolling coal is. Just revving your engine enough to spew out that black smoke. It's just utterly ridiculous. And
It's stupid.
there's a lot of people out there who, if they're in front of like an electric car or even a hybrid, they'll purposely do it to them, and they're just assholes. Those are the people who I would like to just have a chat with. I do enjoy seeing those people who have raised their trucks, and when they take off and they make a corner, or they make a turn, and they don't realize that you have now thrown off the center of balance in that vehicle. And I have seen a truck tip over, and
Oh,
I
God.
laughed. I laughed so hard
I
at
would
them.
too. I haven't seen that yet, but I mean, I would yell, you're like, ha, like Nelson style from The Simpsons. Ha ha.
Just utterly ridiculous seeing those people, because those are people who don't understand like the physics behind it. Like, no, you raised the vehicle. Like, they built a vehicle in a certain way where the center of balance is perfectly weighted. That way it can deal with certain turns and everything like that. Now, all those things get tested, and then you raised it and you threw that completely off.
Oh, yeah.
So your top speed is no longer its top speed. Now you've lowered it. and people don't seem to understand that. It's just like when you get all of those vehicles get larger tires put onto them, like your uh miles per hour, like that meter, that is no longer valid anymore because it's different. You've changed it. You've changed the ratio of how fast and how many rotations those wheels are doing, so it throws off that. And so when they get pulled over, they're like, "Hey, do you know you were going this fast?" Like, well, but my meter says I was only doing this. No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was. My mom, we have a Yukon, and my mother is a. I love her, but dear God, she's a horrible driver. She drives so bad. She got a lead foot like no tomorrow, and I can't.
Gotta get there.
I'm
Gotta go fast.
I'm surprised I'm still alive. The the amount of G-force turns we've made in that Yukon, you don't. First of all, you don't think you're going that fast, and you do. The higher the car, the slower you feel.
Yeah.
But, like until you turn a corner in that, I'm like grabbing for the rails. I'm like, all right.
That those handles that are in the vehicles, that's what my mom likes to call the oh shit handles.
Yeah.
Then
it's
she,
funny
she
because-
uses them that for when my dad is driving. Because my dad will just wing into a turn.
Honestly, it's the exact opposite. But also, my mom, she does the overreacting when she drives with anyone else. Like I refuse to drive with my mother in the car because she is so critical. I'm like, you go around a turn, and she's like, I'm like, I do the same thing you do, and you're gonna yell at me.
Yeah,
Where
but
do you
it's
think I
not.
learned this from?
But it's not her that's doing it. It's somebody else,
Yeah.
and she's no longer in control.
She's made my sister one of my sisters cry driving with her before. I'm like, woman, do you not realize you made her cry?
There was,
So
I think there was one time, when I was still young, and I had gone back home to visit, and I was driving with my mom, and like I was the one driving, just because it'd been a while since I've driven because I didn't have a vehicle where I was at the time. So her and I were going somewhere, and then I could tell she was getting nervous. And then she finally said something, and I pulled over. That if you don't like it, you can walk. You can get out and call a cab if you want. And she looked at me. You can't talk to me that way. I can, and I did, because I don't live here anymore. And if you feel uncomfortable being in the car with me, then you don't have to be here. You chose to do it because you wanted to talk to me, which is fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. But please don't comment on my driving, because you drive with dad, your husband, and he is far crazier than I am.
the opposite. My mom's the crazy one. My dad's like,
Hi,
she'll
Jeff. How
say
you
something
doing?
to me like, do you want to drive? And like, she's like, no. I'm like, what? I'm glad I got my license, so I don't have to hear them bicker anymore.
Iron, no problem. Have a good day. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that.
Bye.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the only time that my mom had ever made a comment about me driving. But I mean, we were also driving in Texas traffic, so everyone drives like a bat out of hell and is shitty and just all over the place. Hey, if you were not going at least 10 or 15 miles over the speed limit on the highway, you're gonna get hit. So
There's nothing worse than there's nothing worse than getting stuck behind an Illinois driver. Ugh. Because we share such a border. You see them like going like on my way to school. You'll see so many of them. I'm like, crap. They're so slow and they don't understand a blinker.
yeah,
There's a blinker, people. It's funny because I also go to a somewhat ritzy-ish school in a ritzy-ish area. So
Mhm.
like I'll be driving around and I see like Beamers and Mercedes and Lexuses all over the place and Teslas.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. And I see someone pull over in front of me and I pull over or get over the next time. I'm like, those luxury cars blinkers must be optional. I rarely ever see them use them. You think for a car that you would think for a car that pricey they would come included.
No, those are extra. Those cars are that price because everything is extra. Oh, that's always a fun thing to see. That's always fun to hear anywhere you go, or if you see some license plate from out of state. Like, oh, those people.
Yeah.
Listen, you were probably
Wow.
as equally a shitty driver. And they hate the same thing about you.
I know I'm a good driver. I may go slightly fast, but you know. I've never been okay, well I've been in one accident, but that was not my fault. I literally just didn't see it because he was coming around a corner and it was like a blind spot. And I wasn't like I literally just like bumped my bumper. Although it cracked, it like dented it, but it made the paint bubble. And I was washing my car like last month, and I hit the paint because I forgot it was loose there, and I knocked it off. I'm like, no, now it's there, and now I can see the blemish. God, I hate this. That was another thing is washing it by hand. I saw every like paint dent and thing. I'm like, this is awful. This is awful.
Mom, that's probably because you live there that you don't think that. But I guarantee you, anyone outside of that state thinks that you are the worst drivers ever.
Isn't like known that Jersey drivers are bad? Like regional?
I have no idea. I don't.
No.
I never went to Jersey at all in my entire time when I was over in Connecticut. I went to Maine. I went to New York. I went to Vermont. I went to. Did I? No, I didn't go there. It's just New England drivers. Yeah, I never went down into Jersey though, so I have no idea. I never dealt with them. I did drive through DC though. I did drive through there, and that was a horrible, horrible mistake. Should never drive.
Yeah, I've been to DC. We went there on vacation, and we parked the car and just shuttled everywhere, or used the metro. The other time we still had the Suburban, and we're like, we're not driving this big boat.
Yeah. Yeah, see, there you go. Like with Allie, depending on which end you're in, whole different can of worms. Exactly. I like that, Mom. Whenever I see a Massachusetts license plate, I'm gonna stay away from that one.
I like how Czar came back just to say that and then left again.
Yep. Can't confirm. Anyway, back to Lurk. Hi, bye, Czar. A lot of Jersey idiots in my town. Massachusetts sucks.
I don't know. Flatlanders are pretty bad.
I feel like it gets bad when you get close to the urban area, like New York, like New York City.
Is there a new?
It's like Futurama, New York. It's run by cat people.
Have you ever seen Doctor Who?
Anything like that, like when it comes to like New York, like I'll see the Futurama, but I'll also see the Doctor Who, and that's the only reason. Like I haven't watched any Doctor Who, but I at least know that reference just because of people saying things like that.
Do you have a favorite highway?
You have a favorite highway? What?
What kind of question is that?
50% city drivers, other half act like they play Mario Kart in real life. I wish that I could play Mario Kart in real life. I would love having some of those shells and just throw them at people.
Oh yeah.
Seeing the road rage if I'm far away enough.
Man, I'd love to see that, but I'm always in the car when it happens. With the road rager.
I get upset with drivers, and it's so funny that my kids pick up on it too. Because I'll comment on people who are just riding their bike or walking, and especially in the middle of the street, or someone taking forever to make a turn. now I get comments from the back of the car like, "What are they doing? There's a sidewalk over there."
Growing up, I was always like, "Mom, stop! Embarrassing!" And like when she would pull up and like yell at someone, or someone gives a finger, I'm like, "Stop! You're gonna get a shot." you don't know what they're carrying or not.
Yeah.
We live that far out, you can pull out a shotgun, and I really like living.
I like living. That's something I like to do,
There was, like last year, the Ray I go to school, there was a shooting between like two cars. Like literally at the time I would have been going to go somewhere. I'm like,
Oh god.
oh, lovely. I'm glad I decided to cancel that haircut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Truck drivers clearly need a nap. Yeah. So about that, I know a lot of drivers that bitch and moan because in the facilities that I've worked in, we accept deliveries, and so I hear the complaints from the truck driver delivery guys, and it's like I had to get here as fast as I can because my time was about to run out. Like it's just bullshit that I have to do. But the thing is, it's like you're tired, and you people make the biggest mistakes when you're tired, and you cause the biggest accidents. Like that's why the government has regulated that you can only drive for so long, and then you have to pull off and go to sleep. Like you actually have to log those hours. Like you can't just drive. Because 18 wheelers were causing so many accidents. It was ridiculous. The hell are you listening to?
Oh god, you can hear that. I didn't think you could hear that.
Yeah,
Listen,
exactly, Mom. And Mom, I'm on the road on Wednesday nights when I get off of work. That's my Friday. So I get off of work at 11 p.m. and then I drive the 2.5 hours to get back home. And I'm on the road in the middle of the night, and I'm constantly seeing 18 wheelers just go. Get off the road.
So you heard that. Well, there was my plan to, when I remembered that today was Monday and that CNC was on, we would stealthily watch that. Oop. I looked at it at the time and saw 12:58. Oh, crap. It's community coffee time almost.
Oh, I'm sorry I've torn you away from community and coffee.
I even had it pulled up before when we were getting things ready. I'm like, okay, I'm going to remember it. I like watching Jay, but I also forget about CNC, so I pulled it up in a separate tab and it had something else on it, and I muted it. I'm like, oh, wait, crap, I had that pulled up. It was fine when it was on like a Tuesday or Thursday, and then they moved it to Monday. And I still forget about it on a Monday. I'm like, why? I didn't know you could hear it. Like it shouldn't be coming through.
I heard a little bit of it. I couldn't clearly make it out, but I heard it. Like, wait, what's that? I know that's not my computer.
I'll just watch the VOD.
Yeah.
Pretty much over already.
Like, all right, well, it was great being here, but I got community and coffee to watch. So thanks for having me.
It's just me watching it on stream.
So Rooster Teeth was what got you into going into a production kind of situation, or major. What brought you to Rooster Teeth? Like what?
So it's honestly kind of not how most people find it, which is like through Rage Quit or some one of those. Honestly, it was through my sister, and she used to watch, or she still kind of does. She watched Minecraft.
Okay.
That's when we first got like an Xbox, and we got Minecraft for the 360, and that was back when they still had it for the 360. So where she was at college, she found it, and I saw her watching it one day, and I'm like, "What are you watching?" And she's like, "Nah, you're not old enough for this." I'm like, and I was in high school at this point.
You're not old enough for this.
And I started like watching it. I'm like, "Let me see." And she's like, "All right, there's cursing." I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Oh, this is kind of funny." So then I started watching it more in high school and then more in college, and that's how I got into it.
Okay. Yeah. For Achievement Hunter, that was the first thing that I remember seeing. But I remember watching Red versus Blue when it had originally aired or was put online. Because
I never watched that.
Yeah. just because it was hilarious and it was going by word of mouth. So in I was in the Navy when it had started, and people had started talking about it. And so there was a bunch of us that just watched it. And then, of course, I went out to sea a lot and had forgotten all about it. And it was years and years later that I had finally come back to it. And it was weird how it all intersected together, because I had what the hell was I watching? Oh, it was late at night and I was trying to figure out something to watch, and I figured, you know what? I'm gonna find a new anime to watch. And one of the things was Ruby. Like, Netflix had said, "Hey, we recommend you watch this one," and I figured it was called Ruby, but I wasn't entirely sure. I go RWBY, Ruby, I guess. All right, Ruby. What? I don't know, but so I started watching that, and then it finally clicked with me. Like, oh, I know that emblem at the end of the show. Like, I remember that. Like, what was that show called? What did I used to watch all those ages ago? Like, oh, it was Rooster Teeth. All right. So then I look up on YouTube just Red versus Blue and find all that stuff. And then Achievement Hunter I found because for whatever reason, Minecraft kept popping up in my YouTube suggestions. Like, hey, I've never played Minecraft. I've never talked about Minecraft. I don't know what the hell is going on. But tons of people talk about it. I'll see what this is all about. So I found Achievement Hunter and just fell in love with it. And didn't realize that they were all one. it took me like another month to figure that out.
Wow.
And that was the same thing for Gavin. Like, because they would call Gavin out, but he sounded like an idiot on Achievement Hunter videos. Like, I go, oh, I watch this channel called Slow Mo Guys, and there's a Gavin in that too.
Wow.
And it didn't click for a little bit, and then eventually I'm like, wait a minute, that's
the same one.
That's the same person. How is he so smart over here and yet so dumb over here? That doesn't make any sense.
The duality of men.
But I was amazed to see how much Rooster Teeth had expanded in that time.
Yeah.
It's a shame how long it took you to realize that Gavin and Achievement Hunter and Gavin and Slow Mo Guys are the same person. Allie, I'm with you too. I'm with you. I think one of the first videos that I saw when they had actually shown them, like, wait a minute, that is the same person. Oh God,
I've had lots of fun watching them.
It's a lot of fun. I need to catch up on a lot of their content. I'm really behind.
I am too, with school and then like Twitch. I just kind of fell under, like, I used to keep up with all the Minecrafts and all of the GTAs. I used to try and keep like those two things caught up, and then I've fallen so behind.
I'm caught up on Minecraft. I am like a couple of weeks behind on GTA though. And I used to watch all their TTTs and any of their Gmod stuff religiously, and I've kind of fallen off of that just because of work, family, and just this whole streaming thing. Like, I've put a ton of effort into this, and so all those other things have kind of fallen off by the wayside.
Yeah.
But I'll get back into it. I know that. Like, I still love watching all their stuff. And then now with the introduction with having Iffy in there and Kai, and now getting Echo Klo in there, like, it's becoming an even better dynamic between everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm really appreciating that. Kai is fantastic. I love Kai.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
I still need to, like, I saw Sean's animation with her in it, I still need to go watch that TTT. I still need to go watch that one. I haven't watched it. Her reactions to everything going on is absolutely phenomenal.
It's nice to have something about nerd in video games so prevalent, and like I was like, oh, it's cool to play video games and be a nerd now. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh, you play video games? I'm like, no. Like, yeah, I don't. Sports? Ew, no.
Yeah. That
Which is
I'm in a weird area because I love playing video games. I like being online. I like doing all of these things. But there's also a side of me that loves sports. Like, I will be a part of it, and I love it. Except for this last year, it's been weird because the whole pandemic thing has kind of turned me off from sports because I just like for a year, for a season, I want you all to stop. Like, just please stop for a moment and not cause people to cause a spread of this virus anymore. Because for a season, you all make good enough money that you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I kind of fell off from sports, but now with people getting the vaccine and it's just kind of helping, although the majority of people who want to go to the sports games, and I'm not saying all of them, but I will say specifically Texas and the Rangers, you opened up day one and had a full capacity crowd. And it's one of the things about Texas why I'm not going back.
Well, look who finally decided
Nancy!
to show up. Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. How you doing?
You missed the bot, Nancy.
God, you're gonna make her feel awful. Nancy, it's all right.
It's fine, Nancy. You need sleep.
Yes, Nancy, I am happy you were getting sleep.
Jay was gonna ban you if you didn't get sleep.
Mm-hmm. If you didn't take care of yourself, then that would be far worse.
God
you were
dang
not
it,
a terrible human being. God damn it, Squid. You were not.
You will sleep, or else you will lose the sword.
Nancy, you're fine. It's okay.
I heard it. I heard it. I'll let that one pass just because it's SpongeBob.
Nancy, get a hold of yourself. Professor is right. Sleep is important. Also, hi. How you doing?
Sleep, as I say, as I didn't fall asleep at 4 in the morning today. Ma'am. I love video games, and I actually collect video games.
Mm-hmm.
And I have. This is the easiest one I can hoof around. I've got a.
I didn't actually buy it. I love the Game Gear.
This was sitting in my basement for like years, and underneath a cabinet. And one day when we were cleaning out, we were like, "Oh, hey, what is this?" I'm like, "Oh, this has just been sitting down here all these years." And it.
Does it still work? Do you have a game in it? It didn't turn on. Yeah. I saw a little flash, but
should turn on.
You might have seen one before. Oh, I loved my Game Gear. Oh, it does work. That is fantastic. Oh my God, that thing ate batteries like it was nothing.
Oh yeah, we have the cord around it. We have the AC adapter for it. Oh.
That's good. I had to have that too for the rare times that I would take it with me. That thing always traveled. That thing took 6 AA batteries.
Oh yeah.
Utterly ridiculous. Look at that.
How I don't miss this.
Good Lord. I gotta miss mine.
I never played this as a kid because I didn't know we had it as a kid. But I did. My ever first Game Boy was my sister's purple hand-me-down Game Boy Color.
Oh.
And then the second, my evolution to that was her hand-me-down Game Boy Advanced. It wasn't until I got. God dang it! It's back on. This Pride and Joy was. I actually had a silver one first, but I don't really count that since I got them at the same time. And as soon as I got this one, I never would play the silver one. The OG. Oh, I miss.
Oh God.
My baby so.
That thing. Look at that thing. Oh man.
How I miss playing you so much. You can see why I can't play it anymore because
Oh yeah.
yeah. And I loved it so much because it's probably,
Ooh, yep.
but I loved it so much because unlike the original ones, as you can see by the screen, this one's backlit instead of
Mhm.
frontlit, so it was so much brighter,
Yeah,
and
I
you could hold it from any angle and it wouldn't glare.
exactly. I had the original Game Boy, the big gray chunky boy.
Oof.
I
I don't. I
had
don't
an
have
original. That's great, Nancy.
a. Oof.
We can finally play it again. Yeah, so I had to have the attachment on top in order to make it so it can light up so I could see the screen.
Yeah. Oh, I do have a Sega. Actually, it's downstairs. I have two of them for some reason. I don't know why we have two, but I have two Sega Genesis in my basement. It's hooked up to a TV downstairs. Like I said, I don't know why we have two. Apparently, one doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure I plugged both in and they both work. I don't know. Allie, you asked me what conversation, and I'm like, you got to narrow one specific part of that conversation down. We got to break it down. We can't just do it all one bit. That's a lot to unpack.
That game is a lot to unpack.
Oh, we were talking about I think the bedroom conversation part, where we were all just like,
Oh, the finger licking part?
yeah, and everything that came before that and after that.
Ah. Need some kind of group chat session. So much unpacking. And that's one to start off with. Man, that's a hell of a quote to come into.
That was kind of fitting.
Hello. Boy. There.
About showing kinky side. Oh,
That's all working out. All right, good. All right.
I'm about to show his kinky side.
Hmm.
Or stream elements. Wow.
Yeah, it's stream elements. Nightbot just gives the whelp just as in response to it.
I love how your two bots talk to each other.
Nightbot wants in on the action too.
Wow.
Well, the biggest reason why I have Nightbot gives that, it's so when no one can see what Stream Elements holds as far as commands go, but everyone can go in and see Nightbot.
Yeah.
So I had to put it there as well so people would actually use it. So Stream Elements holds all the quotes. Nightbot is just there to tell you, hey, there's a quote command.
Hold on. Nancy, what do you mean Nightbot the terrorist in Sean's?
Yeah. In Sean's stream, Nightbot is a terrorist because it
don't-
will go rampant. It'll go rogue all on its own.
Interesting.
Yeah, Nightbot bullies Nick. Well, that's really Automod. Automod bullies Nick, not Nightbot.
I would say I think Twitch changed their auto mod because these last few months it's been like a prude. Like it'll pick up anything.
I think yeah, Nightbot really does seem like it's sentient during Sean's stream. It will just do random shit, whatever it wants.
So that kind of fits the feeling of Sean's stream. The streams, the few times I've been there or go and watch, it's like a fever dream, and I don't know what the heck is half the time going on. And there were voices coming from everywhere, and I'm like, "What? It's 3 in the morning. What is this?"
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong, Nancy. Sean needs to fix his sleep schedule. I just like the random words that Automod picks out of Nick's sentences. It's weird. There's nothing in it that he has said that would be wrong, and yet Automod, nope, fuck you. Maybe, but the thing is though is that it highlights the word for the mods and for the streamer, and it
Yeah.
will highlight the dumbest word. Like it will highlight really
Like
and
but
also. Like, I've
like
seen
what?
it.
Maybe me too. I'm like, where do you go in there, Automod? What do you
Yeah.
think it was?
What I don't know what you were thinking, Automod. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
But sure. No, that word's okay. Really, it's okay. Or Automod will be really sensitive. I know yesterday during director's stream, I typed the word dumb and it went, nope, can't have that. What? For dumb?
I saw that clip, and I'm gonna say this. I've never watched one of director's streams, but I'm like, interesting.
It was hilarious to watch it. It was just, oh my god, it was great. It just, she was trying to. So, one of the people she plays with had made a bunch of maps, for them to play games on, and one of them was, kind of a jumping one from platform to platform, and it's over a pool of lava. And she was trying to get from one platform to another, like just single block. And she couldn't do it. She goes, I don't know how you guys did this. Fuck you. I don't know how you did it. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same things. But they weren't. Eventually, I finally caught it. I looked. I go, are you not running? There's a run button. Oh God.
Oh no.
So then, hence the ensuing laughter from everyone at her for not knowing there was a sprint.
Well,
It was so good. Loved it. It was just like Goose had mentioned it when Jeff was playing, what was it, Crackdown, I think? And he didn't know that there was auto targeting. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I now I gotta look at it. I gotta go to Goose's. Yeah, there it is. Goose had said it reminds him of Jeff and how he found out about the aim lock function in Crackdown after he had 100% of the game.
oof.
He had already 100%ed it. Go.
So dead presidents. I have no real segue into this.
What?
So dead presidents. Yep.
What, the band or just actually dead presidents?
Actually, dead presidents. My mother has this thing. We've always traveled for vacations. And I've been almost everywhere. And she has this. That was graceful. She has this thing for dead presidents and seeing where they're buried for some reason. She's a huge history nerd. But I have. This isn't my first one. I have the national park passports. All the stampers. And so a big thing of mine is to go and get all the stamps.
Yep.
And this is my second book because I had to get a new one because A, I left it, and B, it was becoming really full. And it's kind of fun because I've been to almost all 50 states. I think I need 4 left. It's like Hawaii, Alaska, New York, Texas, California. I don't know.
That's shocking that you haven't been to Texas.
Yeah, I'd love to go. But, I mean, it's just...
And I have been to all of those with the exception of Alaska. I have not been in Alaska.
My parents were supposed to go on an Alaskan cruise with some other family members, but then the pandemic hit and canceled it. I'm like, I've been saying for years we should, instead of like driving places, and as much as I love that, go on a cruise. Like, nah, I don't really feel the appeal of cruises and stuff. And then like, you know what? Now that we're an adult, or now that we have older kids, let's go on a cruise. I'm like, thank you.
Now that our kids are old enough, fuck you, we're leaving.
Thank you for listening all those years.
Yeah,
I
which
would like to go to an art.
there's a bunch of states that I haven't been to. I've been in all of the western states, so Washington, Oregon, California. I've driven through Idaho. I've gone through the other ones: Nevada, Utah, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico. I've been through all of those.
I say, and I count them like I'm counting driven through because we
Mhm.
stop and like out and get out. A lot of people don't, for some reason, don't count that, but I'm like, just because we didn't stay there, it doesn't mean we didn't like get out and stop at places
Mhm.
and look around. You
Mhm.
still visited it. For
Yeah, I
length
still
of
count
time.
it. I would still count it because
Yeah.
eventually I have to stop at some point within that state to take a break or go look at something or whatever it may be. Like so,
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been in the state. I don't. I have never been in any of the Dakotas or Montana. I know I haven't been in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin was fun.
Uh, I've been to Nebraska, but that was no, I haven't been to Jersey. Nope, haven't been there. I went to Nebraska, but that was a circumstance one because we were forgot what we were doing. We were on a flight to go down to Florida. And somebody had an episode on the flight.
Oh no.
Yeah, they were having a seizure, so we had to land. And hello, Omaha, Nebraska. So I've been to Nebraska. I saw the runway, and that was it.
Ooh.
So they had to get the guy off, and he needed medical attention and all that stuff. Although, when he came out of his seizure, he didn't remember any of it. He's like,
Yeah, most times you don't.
I'm fine. What am I doing? Why are you taking me off the flight? So, but
Yeah, I think they don't really. Yeah, you don't remember having a seizure, and I think you're pretty much fine unless it's like a grand mal seizure.
Mhm.
She's
Seize.
she's
There you
seizure,
go.
because that has a lot more risks, like you bite your tongue. And I was.
Yeah.
It reminds me, I was in class in high school, and I was in botany class, and Zara, if you're looking, I know you're playing Fall Guys. But
Of course, Zara is.
yeah. But we were sitting in the middle of class, and this girl just started to have a seizure, and like everyone just kind of like ran to help her, and like I was sitting like right behind her, but I like, didn't get up and I just like started pulling the tables back, but I didn't move. I'm like, I'm just gonna not move, but I'm still helping.
Yeah. Nancy, you're brand new to Fall Guys, so
Yeah.
Austin, how you doing?
I am helping.
I am helping. You didn't know? I made that for like the second or third crowd control that I did.
Wait, there's a sound because I have the streaming ear, so I don't hear myself back.
Yes, there is a sound with that command.
What does it say?
It says, I'm helping.
Oh.
So I created that for crowd control days. So chat could would type in !help, and that sound would come out. I haven't played Fall Guys, so you're doing better than me, Nancy. I heard slap what? What?
I heard slap Nancy. She doesn't stop that. And if you think I won't answer just because you're a girl, I grew up with 2 older sisters. I totally will. I've done much worse, and they've done much worse to me. Listen, you just don't
Bite me, Squid.
you don't shove a tampon in your little brother's face.
What?
You just
All
don't.
right. Interesting.
It was unused. It was still on the wrapper, but still, you just don't do that.
I mean, I would hope that was unused. Oh my god, that would do.
You would not believe how many times I've told that story to people, and they were like, "What was it? You?" I'm like, "No, of course it wasn't you." A tampon, Allie. A tampon.
But what?
Although I will say, I
Yeah.
thought about buying a little box to keep for myself because you all know me and my nose. I get a lot of nosebleeds. I was at my aunt and uncle's one house one time. And I had a nosebleed. I wouldn't stop, and my sister was like, "Do you want a tampon?" I was like, "Will it help?" And I'm like, she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, so she did it. I showed it up, and I'm like, "This is nice. It fits perfectly, and I have like a medium string." And it stopped it much faster than like toilet paper or
Yeah.
tissues. I'm like, I might have to buy it as
I
small.
just imagine you Squid going, having this tampon just kind of
It was. It was
the
pretty much
string
like
dangling
that. I'm
and
pretty sure
just
my sister
going like,
took a picture of
yeah,
me.
you know what?
I'm,
Not bad. Not bad.
she took a, I'm pretty sure she took a picture and still might have it of me with it with the string out of my nose. I'm like, I might have to invest in a small little box just to stick in my car and keep with me. How many nosebleeds I get?
Yes, Nancy. Plus easy string to pull it out.
Not on. I was like, yeah.
I remember the first time that like my wife and I and that was only when we were dating. But we lived together and we had made a grocery list and I go, "All right, well I'm going to go to the grocery store and
Oh, I know where this is going.
like and I'll get all the stuff." And she goes, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Well, why? Because I I need a certain thing. And like, so you're okay with that? Why would I not be okay with that? I did what? Like, did you write it out specifically which one you wanted? He goes, yeah.
Color box.
Okay, cool. I will go and I will find it and I will purchase it. It's fine. So you're not gonna be weird about it. It's like, what? Why would I be weird about it? I'm not gonna go into that aisle, go hee or ew. Like this is I don't.
Nope, that's me. That's me. I accidentally walked in and I'm like, oh.
It happens. It's got to be taken care of. Whatever. I don't care. Like,
I'm glad I
I
don't
go.
have to do
I
that.
just make sure that like if you put it on the list, that's fine. I don't care. I'll buy it. Just make sure you're putting exactly what you want. Because if you
Color
just leave it
box.
vague, I have no idea what the hell you want. Like, cause there's so many.
Yeah.
The regular
down.
test. Well, you're saying, yeah, exactly.
Write out the box color, write out the specific absorbency.
Yeah. Like what? Just tell me what you need. Like, if you put it down specifically, sure. So, no,
I will say-
and that was all fine. Like, like whatever. I like that doesn't bother me. I mean, the person at the checkout isn't gonna look at me weird and go,
Yeah.
"What are you buying this for?"
Clearly a female
It's like, well,
person.
technically, I don't have the right parts for that.
Obviously. But I was walking through Target the other day and I walked down the aisle. of
Nancy,
those, and
no, hold on, Squid. Nancy, no. No, you slept in because you needed it. Because again, you didn't go and sleep until late or early in the morning. So, no,
See?
you're fine. Everything has been fine here. Nothing bad has happened. It's been a-okay. All right? All right. Go ahead, Squid.
But I guess I've never really paid attention to the other products to carry, or if it was just this Target in specific. But I walked by and I was getting towards the end of the hour where it was less feminine products and more like lubes and stuff. And I walked by and I saw a box. And I'm like, oh, it's vibrating. I'm like, holy crap!
So
I'm like,
Squid went from ew, oh. Oh.
no, I was like, when did Target start carrying sex toys?
Yep. Yeah, hey, was it an actual vibrator or was it like condoms with the vibrator on it?
Actual vibrator
An
thing.
wow,
Toys.
that's okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, What?
That would throw me off. Like if I can go like, okay, well, here's all the condoms and the lube and the vibrator. Okay. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess Target's gonna have everything.
Yeah, I walked by and I like double take. I'm like, what? Yeah, what?
Apparently, it turns down volume.
volume.
No, I should have put a disclaimer at the very beginning of this. Like, if you're listening to this with small children or parents
yeah.
around, maybe wear headphones.
Yeah. So it was.
Nancy, on an unrelated topic, I need to take a trip to Target.
Apparently found Allie's kryptonite to start talking about sex toys in Target.
Mm-hmm. Turning downstream.
Here, hold on. Just type in chat. And Allie.
Just get all your stuff from Adam and Eve. Yep.
And it wasn't a big selection, obviously. It was just like
Oh yeah, it's just kind of
thing.
yeah.
The basics.
Mm-hmm. Can't let the baby birds hear this.
Hey, I mean, you gotta have to talk with them eventually.
They're innocent ear holes.
Crazy.
They'll learn a lot of the no-no stuff from school.
You say that. I did not. I learned what I learned. I learned from the internet and watching TV. Because my parents, I went to public school, and my parents also never had to talk with me. They never did to talk with any of us. We were just kind of like, "Yeah, you'll learn it as you get it."
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't have to talk with me because that talk would have been useless.
Yeah. I put what? Where? Ew.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Now, men. What about men? What about bumping donuts?
All right. That bumping what?
You never heard that?
I've never heard it referred to that.
I think I picked it from a RT or someplace. Or someone.
I don't
know. I heard it from somewhere.
I have never heard it referred to as that. We had the sex education in school. Yeah, same here, Austin. It was abysmal. It's done by a pastor. Oh, that's even worse.
What are they now? They don't get any.
We're not supposed to.
Yeah.
No, a pastor can. It's like a father or something like that. No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like,
pastor can.
I was raised Catholic, so all I had was fathers.
They can't.
Yeah, no. They take a vow of chastity and poverty ish. Although it's funny because I was driving the other day and I went past like the church parking lot, the local church parking lot, where my family was always gone. I'm pretty sure I saw a Maserati sitting in the parking lot. We went by somewhat quick, but it looked like it had that grill. And I'm like, I turned to my brother-in-law who was driving, like, was that a Maserati in the church parking lot? Hold up. Those things don't compute.
I live a simple life. I live for the Lord. I do. Really? Why the fuck is your church so huge and why do you have a helicopter? Please explain that. Go on. I'll wait. And then also, when I see you in hell, I will welcome you. Like, I don't understand any of that. And especially since I grew up in Texas, because that's where the super churches are. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. I hope the burbs heard that. Yeah, exactly, Austin. Televangelists say that all the time. But I need my helicopter. I need my private jet so I can go spread the name of the Lord. Do you think there are people who don't know about Jesus at this point? And if they don't, leave them the fuck alone. They already have their own shit going on. Don't go somewhere new and tell them that they are sinners because they didn't know anything about the Lord. They didn't know anything about Jesus before you. And that's okay. Because what you believe doesn't make it right for everyone. Now, please get the hell away from me.
Although I will say my sisters went on mission trips because they went to private schools. I mean, yeah, they're somewhat religious, but it was more just a free trip to DC.
Mm. Yeah, I just don't get any of that. I just don't. But
Yeah, it's funny because I had to go to, since I went to public school, I had to make up for it somehow. So I had to go to what it's called PSR, which is like, I don't even remember what it stands for. That was like, first of all, that was torture because it was Monday nights after school. And that was already after, because I have ADHD, so I take a pill, and that was after I had worn off for the day, and this was before I started taking like booster pills. That was horrid because I A, didn't care about it already, and B, just had no energy to focus at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was torturous, and it was funny because the year after I had to stop going because I aged out and I didn't need it anymore. They switched it to Sunday afternoons. I'm like, of course. Not that I care, but still. It's also funny because lying is supposed to be a sin, yet I would go to confession. I would literally just make up stuff. I'm like, yeah, I did this and I did that and that.
Yep.
And then I could never remember prayer, so I just went and sat in the front of church and like, yep, all right, that's long enough.
Yep. Austin, yeah, if you're taking trips to actually like do rebuilding of communities and feeding people, that's great. But it's just when it comes down to, oh yeah, and we're also going to try to convert these people. Like, no, be helpful, but don't try to convert people. Yeah. So your group did construction projects all the time with preaching on the side. Okay, and that can be okay. It's just when I hear groups that go down and like we're going down there to convert these people. Why? Hey, there's no need for that. These people are perfectly fine. It's okay. It's okay that somebody is different from you, believes in something different from you. It's okay.
It was funny because my mother got a mail and a letter, and like she kind of deals with me not wanting to go to church, but it's like she does the Catholic guilt thing, which is a real thing. But I just don't care enough for it to work. But she got a letter in the mail for like, oh, come rejoin the board and stuff, because she used to be really into that. Why not? Just because, and like, and they sent one to my father, which is also kind of funny because raised up, he was not raised Catholic. He converted when he got married. I'm like, why do these things you want?
That's good, Austin. I'm glad to hear that you didn't really convert people, that you were talking to people who are already in that belief system. But I'm glad to hear that.
Also, Catholic weddings.
Oh boy.
Oh,
that's a thing.
They're so
That's
long.
a whole thing.
So long, and it's almost all what I've been to. And fun fact, the first wedding I ever remember going to, or no, I remember one before that, but my first sister's wedding, which was Catholic, I woke up that day with 103 fever.
Ooh.
And I still have to be in it because I was the ring bearer. So here I am, sick as can be. Like, I was visibly shaking and so pale. I was shaking, walking down the aisle. And you go back and look at the pictures, I look horrible and so miserable.
Oh
so
God.
when they went, after we got pictures done at the church and the mass was done, they went to go take pictures at the botanical gardens. And I went to my grandma's house and just passed out in her water bed and got sleep.
No problem, Austin.
Then,
have a good day, and thanks for being here. I very much appreciate that.
And then luckily, by the time of the reception, I was feeling a little better. But God, that was awful. That was a wedding.
That's terrible.
Nightmare, because in addition to me not feeling good and being sick, we got to my aunt's house, and all of the bridesmaids and I think my sister's dress was in our Suburban, and somehow we managed to lock the dresses and the keys in the car.
Yep, that's just how that's gonna go.
So luckily, we're like, like 15 minutes away from my aunt's house. So we just had to drive. My sister had to drive back and get the spare key. But I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Mhm.
Nancy's
God.
watching. Please, Nancy's almost as horny as I am.
You mean absolutely? Absolutely to what? You just hide it a lot better.
See, I can hide. I've hidden it. I just don't care anymore. I want a man and I want it now. Which reminds me, I need to text my sister to see if they're busy this weekend if we want to go to a club
All right.
or a bar.
Yes, Allie.
Bye, Allie. Oh.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
It's funny because I can't hear any of that.
Goose with the perfect timing as always. Always. Goose. Perfection.
Staging Allie.
At the same moment.
Allie's gonna pluck Goose's feathers.
Oh, you have angered Allie.
I don't know. I feel like Allie's more bite than bark. Or bark than bite.
Oh.
Nancy, you would say Goose is a gift.
Oh boy. Allie, I am sorry. Rip all future
Ooh.
Goose emotes. Oh, it won't play now. There's a timer on it. There's a timer.
Ooh. That was perfect.
Oh boy, that was some noise in my ears. Two of them overlapped.
Thank Goose.
Yeah, Allie suddenly has no commissions open for Goose.
Damn, look at that.
Suddenly hot and
Imagine.
busy. Allie, thanks for being here. Go take care of what you need to do, and hopefully that you'll stream later today. It'll give me something to watch while I'm at work. I very much love watching your streams.
Yeah.
But it can't be anything Goose related.
Yeah. No.
Goose comes in at the saddest part of a stream and plays his intro music, and then now interrupts Allie. That's great. All right, everyone. I need to get myself ready for work. So, Squid, thank you for joining me today. I very much appreciate that. It was
Thank
great.
you.
I'm always happy to be able to chat with you even for a little bit. And this was great that we got a whole window to do it. And I'm surprised you kept yourself in check. That's great. See, you can do it. It's been proven. Squid can do it.
I can do it. Okay, now we're gonna open Grind up, guys. We're gonna scroll through Grinder and see if we can find a man squid.
You do that on your own time. You can do whatever you want. That's perfectly fine. That's what you want to do. Good for you, Squid. Happy. All right. Thank you again, Squid. I very much appreciate you being here. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye, Squid.
Bye.
All right. Thank you again for all being here. I very much appreciate that. I am really enjoying these Monday Morning Mumbles. I am thoroughly enjoying them. This is a lot of fun, and it's great to not have trying to figure out what I'm going to do for stream. Like, as far as what game am I going to play? Am I looking forward to playing that game? Or will I have enough time in order to accomplish what I want in the game in that time frame? Just because I am limited in time for having to go to work. But I enjoy this. Thank you again, everyone. You all make this enjoyable for me to do. Thank you. All right. So that's it. We'll end this as we always do. Thank you for being here. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. And please take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself. You are the most important thing that you have. So, drink water, eat food, get rest when you need it. And if you're feeling down, please reach out to a trained professional. And if you're not able to do that, please just reach out to a friend. They may not have all the right answers, but at least they can be a shoulder for you to lean on, even for just a moment. We all need at least just that moment. So, take care of yourselves, please. I don't say those things just to sound like it's something fun or great to do or anything like that, or be like any of the other streamers. I've gone through that time, and it's an isolated world, and there are people out there who are willing to help you to get you back up on your feet. Just know that we all fall and we fail sometimes, but we get back up and we move forward again. We can all do it. So, yes, Squid. You have Anaconda. All right, sure, fine, I'll count it. Food, technically, I guess. But anyways, take care of yourselves, everyone, please. And thank you for being here. I very much appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next stream. Bye, everyone. Have a good day. Hey, if you liked that video, be sure to give it a like. And if you'd like to catch Monday Morning Mumbles live, be sure to follow me over at twitch.tv/JB_SS. And as always, take care of yourself.